Anna owns a pasta sauce business. Under the Safe Food for Canadians regulations, she needs a Preventive Control Plan, otherwise known as a PCP. This plan is a written document that outlines how a business makes sure that the food it makes is safe and fit for us to eat. To develop this plan, Anna needs technical knowledge of how her pasta sauce is made and scientific knowledge of food safety. Anna can develop the plan herself, or she could have her employees do it. She can also bring in outside experts if she or her team lack the time or expertise to develop one. Here are the key things that Anna will need to do when developing her PCP. Anna will need to identify any biological, chemical, or physical hazards that would pose a risk to the safety of her pasta sauce. She would do this by considering the hazards associated with each ingredient and each step involved in making the sauce. For example, Anna knows that pathogens can grow in the sauce during the storage step if the pH is not acidic enough, so she writes this in her hazard analysis. Anna will need to describe the control measures she will use so that any hazard she has identified will be reduced to a safe level. She will need evidence that these control measures are effective. For example, Anna adds vinegar to the pasta sauce to acidify it. She has proof that acidification will prevent the growth of any pathogens in her pasta sauce during storage. Anna will need to determine whether any of the steps she takes are critical to the product's safety, and if so, she will identify these as critical control points in her plan. For each critical control point, she will describe what criteria must be met for the food to be safe, such as a minimum cooking temperature, how she will monitor that this is met, and what corrective action she will take if this is not met. For example, Anna monitors and records the time and temperature of the cooking step to make sure that any pathogens in the sauce are reduced to a safe level. If the time or temperature are not met, Anna would cook the sauce again or dispose of it. Anna will need to write a procedure for how she will make sure that her plan has been followed as written and results in a safe product. For example, Anna's procedure includes testing the pH of the pasta sauce to make sure that it's below 4.6. In addition to making sure her product is safe, Anna's plan will also need to describe how she will make sure she is meeting consumer protection requirements for things like labeling and net quantity. For example, Anna weighs a jar from every batch to make sure that the volume declared on the label matches what's in the jar. Anna needs to put her plan into practice by making sure her team is well trained, by following the plan as written, and by keeping records of Preventive Control Plan related activities for at least 2 years. Anna can keep her plan as a printed document in her facility or electronically. It's important that Anna maintain her plan by checking it periodically to make sure it's up to date and revising it as needed. She also needs to update her plan whenever there's a problem or something changes, like a new ingredient or if a new piece of equipment is introduced. Depending on your product, you might not need a written PCP if your business makes less than $100,000 per year. However, you will need to ensure preventive controls are in place. For more information on the Safe Food for Canadians regulations and for tools to create a preventive control plan, visit inspection.gc.ca/safefood.